In a world that is basically powered by data, you can think of the cloud as the engine. And if you want to be in the driver's seat, well, you've got to know how it works. That's why today we're going to demystify one of the most popular certifications on the planet, the Microsoft Azure Fundamentals, also known as the AZ-900.
So let's just ask the big question. Are you ready to take that first huge step into a career in the cloud? It doesn't matter if you're totally new to IT, maybe you're switching roles, or you just want to prove you know the basics. This certification, it was literally designed for you. See, the AZ-900 is the perfect way to get started. This isn't about becoming some hardcore technical wizard overnight, nope. It's all about understanding the language, the core ideas of the cloud. So how does the AZ-900 actually help you do that? Well, let's dive in and take a look.
I want you to think of this certification not just as some test you have to pass, but as the real start of your Azure journey. This is step one on a path that could lead you to an amazing career as a cloud administrator, a solutions architect, or, hey, even a cloud developer.
So what is it exactly? Well, the AZ-900 is all about proving you understand the absolute basics. It's a signal to companies and employers that you get the why and the what of cloud computing and Azure. Everything from the financial perks to the core services. It shows you can speak the language of the modern tech world.
All right, every great journey needs a map, right? And for the AZ-900, our map is the list of skills you're actually going to be tested on. So let's check out the key landmarks you'll need to know to navigate this new world.
So the exam is broken down into these main areas. Cloud concepts. That's about the why. Then you have the biggest piece of the pie, core Azure services. This is the what. The actual building blocks you'll use, like virtual machines or storage. Everything else is kind of the how you manage it, how you secure it, and of course, how you pay for it all.
Okay, now let's zoom in on a few of those key concepts. Getting these right is absolutely 100% critical, but trust me, they are way easier to understand than you might think. Let's talk about the cloud service models. Think of it like building a house. With IaaS, or Infrastructure as a Service, Microsoft gives you the land and the foundation. You have to build the rest. This gives you maximum control. With PaaS, Platform as a Service, they give you the walls and the roof. You just get to decorate. This is perfect for developers who just want to focus on their code. And then there's SaaS, or Software as a Service. Think Microsoft 365. They give you a fully furnished house. You just move in and start using it.
Okay, let's talk about where this stuff physically lives. A region is just a big geographic area, like East US. Now, inside many of those regions, you have what are called availability zones. And here's the key part. An AZ is a physically separate data center with its own power, its own cooling. So if a disaster hits one of them, your services in another AZ just keep on running. For a business, that is a huge deal. So you're building all this stuff in Azure. How do you keep it organized? Well, that's what resource groups are for. Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like a digital toolbox. You throw all the tools you need for one project, your virtual machine, its network, its storage, all into one box. And when the project is over, you don't have to hunt down every little piece. You just delete the whole group. It's clean, it's simple, and it's absolutely essential.
Now, when you need to actually run your code, you've got choices. A virtual machine, or VM, gives you the most control. It's perfect for a traditional web server. A container is way more lightweight and great for modern apps that need to start up super fast. And then you have App Service, which is probably the easiest way to host a web app. You pretty much just upload your code, and Azure handles everything else.
And this right here, this is the financial magic of the cloud. See, the old way was called CapEx, or capital expenditure. You'd spend a ton of money up front buying physical servers. The cloud way is OpEx, operational expenditure. You only pay for what you use when you use it. This lets companies try new things without a huge investment. It's an absolute game changer.
Finally, we have to talk about security. And it really just boils down to two key ideas. First is authentication. That's all about proving who you are. Think of it like showing your ID at the door. Then there's authorization. This is about deciding what you're allowed to do once you're inside. Azure uses something called role-based access control to make sure people have just enough permission to do their jobs and not an ounce more. Okay, so you get the key concepts now. So how do we actually turn that knowledge into a shiny new certification? Don't worry, I've got you. Here's a simple, super effective study plan to get you started. Here's your plan. It is dead simple. Step 1, download the official skills measured guide from Microsoft. That is your checklist. Step 2, go through the free Microsoft Learning Path for the AZ-900. It covers everything. And finally, step 3, take practice exams. This is so important for finding your weak spots and just getting used to how the questions are worded.
When the big day finally arrives, just remember this. Take a deep breath and read every question carefully. If you get stuck, don't panic. Just mark it and come back to it later. Try to eliminate the answers that are obviously wrong. And hey, trust your gut. A lot of Azure services are named for exactly what they do. A resource lock? Yeah, it probably locks a resource. You know more than you think you do.
Look, getting the AZ-900 certification, it's not the finish line. It is the starting block. It gives you the language and the confidence to go out and explore this incredible world of technology. So the real question it leaves you with is, what are you going to build now?
And that is our deep dive into the AZ-900. If this helped clear things up for you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more explainers just like this one. And I really want to know, what's the one thing you are most excited to learn about in Azure? Let us all know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.